Hi guys, I'm back again with my second tutorial. This kind of is again for more volume, but I'm using kind of a different technique. So instead of using a round brush per se, I'm going to be using like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's basically a round brush, but the heads are detachable, almost like a Velcro roller. So I'm using the Pro Blo Curl Me set, and then I bought an extra set, and I've had this for about a year, and I really love to use it. Unfortunately, it just kind of takes a little longer, but it gives me so much better volume and a little more curl. So I thought that I would do a tutorial on how I do that. Also, for my products, I'm only going to be using the Kristen S Mousse, the Instant Lift Volumizing Mousse that I got at Target. Try to hold that out so you can see it, and it's really affordable. I think around $14. I'm going to be using the Working Texture Spray as well from Kristen S. If you don't have like this kind of spray, you can use hairspray. It's more about setting. My hair does really well without having to actually set it with a hairspray, so I usually use that just for a little texture and hold. And then I'm going to use the Prep Rally from Dry Bar for just kind of to prep my hair, and then I'm going to use the Working Serum from Kristen S to also kind of smooth any frizz I have. So in my last video I talked about how Kristen S has these little kits, so I just wanted to show you. This is one that I like a lot, and it's only $10, and it comes with the working spray and then the beach spray and then a cute little like hairpin. But I think this is a really good, I bought this because I'm going to be traveling a lot in the next couple of months, so this is easy to throw in my bag, but it's also a good way to try out their products if you don't want to buy the full size and then not love it. So let me show you a little about these curlers. So basically what it comes with is, I believe it comes with 6, maybe, I don't know, yes, 6 brush heads. And sorry, these look terrible, but they look like this. So they just kind of look like a brown brush, and you just click them in. And so now you have like your little round brush. And then they come with little clips. So when you're doing your hair, you basically, like you would a Velcro roller or curlers, just set it in your hair. I really love this. It is kind of expensive, so I always wait for it to go on sale. But I really love the volume it gets, and it has different size barrels. So you can pick, like if you have longer, thicker hair, you might want the large size. If you have finer or shorter hair, you might want the smaller size. So they have a lot of options. Visit their website. I believe it's just ProBloGroup.com, and check it out. Or you can do the same thing with a round brush and Velcro rollers. Just so when I set, obviously you would do round brush, and then you would just put the Velcro roller in and move on to your next section. So without further ado, let's get started. So my hair, again, half wet. So I'm just going to take this Prep Rally and spray it in just to kind of protect my hair. And then because I want a lot of volume, I'm going to use the mousse. And again, I just use however much that is, I don't know. And again, my mirror is like awkwardly angled, so if I'm looking down, sorry. And then I'm just going to take the tiniest bit of this because I'm going to use more the working serum. I'll use more of it towards the end when I'm smoothing out the hair. So I'm just going to put this on the ends just to keep it kind of shiny and slowly work my way through. So again, I'm using my Dyson hairdryer with the concentrator, the larger one that it comes with, but you could use really any hairdryer. I recommend the concentrator because it will help cut down on your frizz. So let's get started. So now that I have it kind of just a little bit drier, I'm going to take my wet brush and just kind of comb it out, and I'm gonna do sections. So this is kind of tricky. If you've never worked this with one of these or with curlers, it may take you a second to get it. I'm probably gonna struggle, but anyway, so If you don't have this particular set, if you are using Velcro rollers, what you would do is just like we did in the last tutorial, roll your hair, blow dry it, and then when you finish that section, you would take your Velcro roller, roll it up, and then just set it, and then move on to another section. So basically, when it comes to me blow drying my hair and I detach this and put the clip on it, that's when you would insert your Velcro roller. So let's get started. Again, I'm going to start the front section and work my way back, and I'm going to use my larger size brushes on the top again, and then the smaller ones towards the bottom sections. And I find you don't have to be perfect with this because you can kind of finesse it as much as you want. So here we go. Okay, so now I have half of my hair done, and if I see some things are shifting, I'll just kind of redo it. And then another trick I forgot to mention, so if you do have hair that maybe doesn't hold curl, like more straight, spray it right before you put it in the curler. Spray it with a little bit of your hairspray or your, your texturizing spray, and that'll also help set it. And so basically what I'm doing is, since I've been using my hair dryer, the barrels are hot, and so I'm just gonna let them cool down. Normally I'll do my makeup, but obviously I'm not gonna be on camera without that. Y'all would never watch. So what I'm gonna do is go get ready, what I'm gonna wear once I finish everything. So this probably took me about 10 minutes or so, but the cooling time is usually, I leave them in anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes, just depending on how much time I have. I've done this for work, like especially when I filmed for Real Housewives, I would use this just because it made my curls last longer, but it is really kind of time consuming. So anyway, let's finish the second half. And also, before I forget too, once I do that, I start at the back. I found if I move from the back and move forward and then go to the next layer, it's easier for me to work. And I don't get my hair tangled or caught or anything, or miss sections when I do it that way. But again, just find what works best for you. And this does take a little bit of time to get used to. Trust me, I still struggle with it, and I really can't see what I'm doing. So I have no idea, again, if this is good or not. It may be terrible. My hair may come out atrocious, so we'll see. And it's always best to make sure, if you're using this, make sure you put the barrel on before you grab your section of hair, because it's real hard to do with one hand. so once I finish putting all the curlies in, then I go and set, I'll apply heat, which you just saw me do, apply heat to different sections just to kind of heat the barrel back up. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this spray and just kind of mist it on everywhere. And now I'm going to go get ready and let this sit anywhere between 10 and 30 minutes, just depending on how much time I have. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Pardon me. So we're gonna go out tonight and I just wanted to look nice. So it's been about 15-20 minutes. So now I'm gonna start, I'm just gonna make sure they're cool. If they're not cool all the way, you can always take your hairdryer and use it on a cold setting to also kind of cool it down. So what I do is I just take the box and I pull up and then I just kind of roll it. And I'll twist it with my hand. And I'm OCD, so we'll just do this in the order that I did them. And if they get stuck, just be gentle and you don't want to pull out your hair. And especially if you have frizzy hair. Obviously, you might have more tangles than most. So you can see lots of curl, lots of volume. So again, what I'm going to do, take my setting spray and kind of spray that and leave it alone. Now to comb it out. Now this is what I like to call some Texas hair. And so it's going to take me a minute to kind of just finesse it to get it how I want. And I'm going to run my fingers through it. And again, you can see how much more volume I have with this. I can't figure out where my part is, so sorry. Probably this side because I don't know what it's doing over here. So I really like how this end result, and it's kind of piecey. It's very kind of like 60s to me, but I love it. And then I'm just going to take probably half a pump of my working serum, and I'm going to start and just work that through a little bit. And this will help to smooth out because I've got a little bit of frizz on the top. So I'll kind of smooth that out and just kind of play with it too. And so the other thing, if you want more volume, like I want a lot of volume back here, I'll just push it up with my fingers and let that set. And then if that is your finished result, and you can finish with hairspray or whatever you want. So there's lots of different options with this way, but again, you can do it with Velcro rollers or without. It just depends on what you have. I don't think you should go buy an expensive product just to try it, but use Velcro rollers first, or if you have heat rollers, that works too. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you liked it, and let me know what you think and if you have any questions. Thanks.